I was on Say Yes to the Dress. Here are 5 things that surprised me about being on the show. When I was on TLC's Say Yes to the Dress, I was surprised by a few things. The show isn't scripted, and I still receive fan mail years later. I thought Randy Finoli was nice and caring, and I like that we share a Louisiana connection. Back in 2016, I was on a special episode of TLC's Say Yes to the Dress, Season 15, Episode 6. I planned to get married earlier that year, but when my Louisiana home flooded and my gown was destroyed, it looked like my dream wedding was ruined. As my fiancé and I considered pushing the date back, Say Yes to the Dress posted an online request for brides to be who were affected by the flood. A friend nominated me and I was selected to be on the show. Here are 5 surprising things I learned from my Say Yes to the Dress episode. I'm one of few people, if not the only bride, who received a free dress on Say Yes to the Dress. Normally, the Say Yes to the Dress team starts by breaking down your budget, but because my original wedding gown was destroyed, I received a free dress. My episode highlighted the tragedy of the flood that took most of my belongings, and I was offered the best care by bridal designer Randy Finoli and his team. Say Yes flew my husband and me to New York, where we stayed in a lavish hotel right by Times Square. My family lost everything in the flood, so it was a huge contrast to go from watching all of our stuff wash away to wearing a Mark Zunino gown, Jimmy Choo shoes, and Kleinfeld's own collection of jewelry. As we filmed, I could feel Finoli had a strong bond with the people who he worked with to tell my story. I'm still so grateful to have been chosen to share my experience about planning a wedding that felt as if it would never happen, and I cannot thank that team enough for helping me feel the most beautiful and cared for. During the process, I learned that Finoli actually grew up in Louisiana, and he's also dealt with natural disasters. He was trapped in a 2-story apartment in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina in 2005. I think my experience touched him because it was a story that was so close to home. I still talk to Finoli to this day, and he featured my story in a special Season 17 episode where he discussed his most memorable brides. The show isn't scripted, the crew captured my genuine reactions. And if I said something funny, cute, or cool, I quickly learned to expect to see that footage over and over again. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the footage of my own wedding. I was so excited to have such an enormous film crew and producers record my wedding because I thought I would receive some of the footage. I also didn't hire my own videographer to capture the details of my entire wedding, so sadly, I don't have the day's events on film. Still, the Say Yes production team gave me 5 minutes of absolute fabulousness. Hindsight is 20/20, but I still wish I would have known the footage wouldn't be available to me because I definitely would have hired a videographer. I still receive fan mail about our episode every so often. People may not know that my husband and I have split up since our episode aired. Still, every time fans contact me, I don't really know what to say other than, thank you. This story was originally published on July 14, 2022, and most recently updated on December 20, 2024. I was on Say Yes to the Dress, 5 surprising insights from my experience. Appearing on a reality TV show can be a surreal experience, especially one as beloved as TLC's Say Yes to the Dress. Known for its heartwarming moments, tearful reveals, and jaw-dropping wedding gowns, the show has given brides to be across the globe a chance to find their dream dress in the spotlight. As someone who had the unique opportunity to be featured on the show, I discovered that the behind-the-scenes reality differs significantly from what we see on screen. Here are 5 surprising takeaways from my time on Say Yes to the Dress. 1. It's more than just dress shopping. At first glance, Say Yes to the Dress seems to be all about brides picking out their wedding gowns. However, the show is just as much about storytelling. Producers dedicate significant time to learning about your wedding, your relationship, and your vision for the big day. Before filming began, I went through an extensive interview process where I shared details about my love story, family dynamics, and expectations for my dress. These conversations helped shape the narrative of my episode, ensuring that the audience would connect emotionally with my journey. Additionally, the filming process involved much more than trying on dresses. We spent hours capturing B-roll footage, filming reactions, and recording interviews. It became clear that my episode was a carefully crafted production, combining authenticity with entertainment value. 2. The appointment is longer and more intense than it looks. On TV, the gown selection process appears to last about 30 minutes. In reality, my appointment at Kleinfeld Bridal in New York City spanned an entire day. From the moment I walked through the iconic doors, I was surrounded by cameras, producers, and stylists working in tandem to create television magic. Trying on dresses took significantly more time than a standard bridal appointment. Each gown required adjustments, camera setups, and discussions with the consultant about why it did or didn't work for me. The intensity of the process left me emotionally and physically drained by the end of the day, but the thrill of seeing myself in a potential wedding dress made it all worthwhile. 3. You don't always work with Randy Finoli. Randy Finoli, the charismatic fashion director and fan favorite, is a central figure on Say Yes to the Dress. While many brides dream of receiving his expert advice, not every bride gets to work directly with him. For my episode, I was paired with another talented consultant who guided me through the process. Even though Randy wasn't my primary consultant, he did make a brief appearance during my appointment, which was a highlight. He offered thoughtful feedback on one of the dresses I tried on, and his warm personality left a lasting impression. 4. Family dynamics play a big role. One of the most memorable aspects of my experience was how the show emphasized family involvement. My entourage included my mother, sister, and best friend, all of whom had strong opinions about what I should wear. The producers encouraged candid conversations and reactions, which sometimes led to unexpected tension. At one point, my mother and I disagreed on a dress style, and the cameras didn't shy away from capturing the emotional exchange. Watching the episode later, I realized how these moments added depth and relatability to my story. It also reminded me of the importance of staying true to my own vision, despite external opinions. 5. The final reveal is truly emotional. The moment a bride says yes to the dress is the climax of every episode. While I anticipated feeling emotional, nothing prepared me for the overwhelming wave of joy when I found the one. The dress I chose was everything I had envisioned, timeless, elegant, and perfect for my wedding day. What surprised me most was how deeply connected I felt to the experience. Surrounded by my loved ones and the Kleinfeld team, I was reminded of the significance of this milestone in my journey to marriage. The tears, laughter, and hugs captured on camera were entirely genuine, reflecting the magic of the moment. Final thoughts. Being on Say Yes to the Dress was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that exceeded my expectations. While it was far from the glamorous, effortless process portrayed on television, the behind-the-scenes challenges made the final result all the more rewarding. The show not only helped me find my dream dress but also gave me memories I'll cherish forever. For future brides considering applying, my advice is simple: embrace the process, be yourself, and trust the experts. Whether or not your journey is televised, finding your wedding gown should be a celebration of love, individuality, and the start of a beautiful chapter in your life.